morning, it's Mark here, I own a classic. For you Matchbox fans out there, and some of the Diecast fans, I got a rather nifty little unboxing all the way from the US of A. You guys over the States, you've had these for a long time, but here in the UK, and well, Europe for that matter, these are extremely rare. So let's have a look and see what we got. Right then guys, here we go. We can open up this lovely USA packaging box using a nice small blade, because I don't want to damage what's inside, because I don't know how it's been packaged obviously. We're waiting about a month for this to arrive. Okay. Ooh, the anticipation. We got Kenworth T2000, the pause refresh Coca around the world, from the premiers. The Scania Coca-Cola from France. From China, ultra rare Premier Edition Mercedes Actros. A German Actros, nice. An English DAF with a rare full Premier cab again on a DAF. And the last one out, what's this gonna be? Ooh, is an Australian Scania. Nice. We're going to get on the turntable now. We're going to have a look. Okay then guys, first one in the range is the Australian Scania. Lovely little model. All over the world, Coca-Cola brings refreshness, it sure does. Who can't beat a nice cold Coke on a nice summer day? And we haven't had one in Britain all year, so therefore, hurrah for our Aussie guys. There's a 6 vehicle set, as you can see. There is another great series like this called Calendar Girls. But I've been after this, particularly after this set, for a long time. And the detail on these is particularly fantastic. I gotta say, the best ones, in my opinion, Matchbox done. I think these are better than the Ultimate rigs, because you really pick out the detail in the original Matchbox castings. Okay, so here's the first one. Second one coming in is going to be our Dutch DAF, although why they chose England for the DAF I don't know. Bit of a strange one, I think. It should have been a Leyland. Perhaps because it's a joint company, Leyland and DAF, part of Packard, I don't know. Coca-Cola at home. Excellent picking out of the spotlights on the front and the headlights, and the twin horns on the roof. Lovely little model. Now we're not going to be taking these out of the blisters, but I do have other ones for you, as I can show you to give you some idea of the detail. Quick look around on the back. Same here on the card. Okay, so we got one of the ultra rare ones now, the Mercedes Actros. This particular one was only produced for a short run for about 2 years, like the Lakeland semi cab over engine COE. One of the things that I feel let down by this model was that the effort that was put into the bonneted rigs, and very little effort at all was put into this. Although they depicted quite nicely on the front, they haven't put no mirrors, no stacks, side exhaust even. Now I drove one of these regular for, let me think now, I believe it was Sainsbury's, I think. And the Mercedes, the Matchbox to get something out of this truck is quite remarkable, because the truck itself is an amazingly boring truck. But no, it got good detail. I'm happy with it. It's one for the collection I never had. Okay, the second one is I look at the Sister Merc, the China edition. Again, very nicely depicted. Now look on the rear. It gives a list here on the bottom of the other Coca-Cola collectibles. There's another one of the series. It's a cab over. Sorry, no it's not. It's a bonded cab. There's a Kenworth 2000 on its own with white markings on the bonnet. I think this one's fabulous, this one. They've really gone to town on the Scania. But they've not painted in the headlights. Which I think is a bit of a letdown when you consider they've gone to trouble of painting the locks and catches on the back of the trailer, and it's a Premier rig and they haven't painted the headlights at all on the truck. I got a better example upstairs in another series. We'll be having a look at that as part of this video. I've kept the better rig to last, Kenworth. Amazing detail on this, what Matchbox have done. A really well detailed cab inside, which we can't depict there because of the reflection on the box. Never mind. It's the pause it refreshes. It sure does. But for me though, this is the kiddie of the set. This really is the nuts. Okay then guys, so this is one of the ones from the alternate series, the Calendar Girls. Now what I particularly like with this, they actually went to the trouble of painting the lights etc on the front as well, which they've never done on the series. Now this is the only one I got of the Calendar Girls, and the box is a little bit tatty, a little bit untidy, so I got no problems with opening this one at all. So we're going to get into this now and have a look at this absolutely cracking truck. Now there's a double seal blister. Okay, so it's sealed from underneath as well. So it's going to be interesting. how can I get into there? There we go. And out she comes. One brand new Premier Scania. Right, let's get on the turntable and let's have a look. Okay, so we're looking at the Scania now, and the makeover which the production company in China done on these trucks is absolutely fantastic. Taking the basic Matchbox original castings from Lesney and transforming them into something really special. The extra trucks like the Scanias, Kenworth, etc., which was brought in by Tyco, the scale and the style of how Lesney done things, China replicated fantastic. They are under the Mattel brand, but I'm deliberately trying not to include the Mattel brand, because for all the work that was done on these models was actually done by a company out in China, subcontracted, taking the original Lesney mouldings, one of the original Lesney trailers, and doing an absolute spiffing makeover on the truck. Something which I believe Mattel should get no pat on the back for somebody else's work, and they get the congratulations for it. Bit like Formula 1 really, with Mercedes-Benz, where we all know it's actually a British team with a Mercedes badge slapped on the front. The only thing Mercedes on the car is the badge. The detail on these are fantastic, you can't take that away from them. The ultra fine tampo printing, and the trailers all go together to make up a full calendar. 6 trucks in the set, 2 months on each trailer. It's a series which I think they should have continued, not with the new plastic pigs they got out today, but other quality trucks such as this one. I don't think you can heap enough praise on the model makers over in China on the ultra fine detail of what they managed to achieve on these first generation Matchbox Lesney trucks. To consistently get the amazing printing done on the doors, or painting done on the doors, because they're not tampo printed, they're actually painted. On top of the cab, the running lights on the top, etc., and the drilling the actual cabs to take the mirrors, etc. I think it's a fantastic job that the company done. I wouldn't be surprised if it was actually Tyco made the trucks under subcontract, because they had all the mouldings originally from Lesney. Because there was a changeover year for Mattel, and as we know, some of the convoy lorries or convoys produced in more recent years do not nowhere near approach the quality which was coming out of Tyco at the time after the takeover from Lesney. We got a little look around at the rig on its own, or the cab. And I particularly like how they painted down in the back of the rear axle as well. And they painted the second drive axle and the air brake chambers as well. So I said they did an absolutely outstanding job, and they done the same on all of them. The only one that let the side down a little bit was the Mercedes Actros. The air filter intake as well, excellently depicted, and the stack. Now these are the original mouldings, but just redone in chrome, which I can't remember being chrome on the original Scanias. Just for a little bit of comparison, we got my original 1983 Scania T142 from made in Macau, or Macau, depending on how you pronounce it, against the 1998, I believe it was, remake. I'm going to check that. Okay then folks, so we got a little bit of comparison now, as you see the difference. The Scania T142 on the left, it was mine from when I was a boy. 1983 I believe it's from, maybe 1982 without looking. And of course the 2000 edition Scania T142 on the left. You can see what a fantastic job they've done at resurrecting the moulding. By the time they produced the Premier edition, the mould was now best part of 20 years old, 15 to 20 years old. And a lot of them had a lot of spurious flashing around the windows, bad lines. So to clean up the mould to the extent they did and give such a crisp, clean presentation on the model was excellent. One thing I noticed was how they filled in the suspension on the back of the unit, something which I'd done as a boy back in 1982, there or thereabouts. But what an absolutely cracking model. The detail is fantastic. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this look into the Premier range, which we never really had in the UK. And next time we're going to look at CY2, which is the Rocket by Lesney, made by Macau, Hot Wheels, and lately in the new Convoys range. So thanks for watching guys, I'll see you on the next one. Thanks and bye bye.